I'm Hannah. Welcome to your Week 2 Foody Camp Nutrition Training Session. You girls are taking part in a 12-week Booty Camp challenge, which is amazing. Over the next 11 weeks, your amazing Booty Camp trainers and Foody Camp nutritionists will be working with you to achieve your goals. Booty Camp plus Foody Camp equals Supergirl results. Okay, let's get started. In this session, we will cover a recap of your goals and progress, ways to measure your weight loss and health progress, the Week 2 Foody Camp meal plans, and some tips and tricks for this week. So last week we talked about SMART goals, and together we set your first Foody Camp goal. Take a moment now to grab this off the fridge. Did you achieve your goal? If you did, well done. If you didn't, no problems. Let's examine why or why not. What worked really well for you over the last week? Just make a list, 3 or 4 things that pop into your head. Did that Saturday night rice and stir fry fit into that small rectangular container? Did this help you stop overeating? Did you drink 2.5 litres of water a day? Take a few moments to write these down. What didn't go so well? Once again, make a list. Did you overindulge in alcohol? Did you allow yourself additional treats and snacks? It's okay, at the moment you're learning about healthy habits and lifestyle change. Sometimes it takes a bit of practice. Take a look at the 2 lists above. How can you do more of what works well? Create yourself a try statement for the next week. For example, if portion control worked well for you, you could write, make sure to measure my main meals to ensure I don't overeat. You don't have to do this for all the items that worked well, but as many as you feel comfortable with. Now consider what didn't go so well. For example, did you treat yourself to additional snacks? You could write down, I'm not going to buy those Chocky Bickies this week. Now you are creating some simple rules that if you follow, you could be doing more of the good behaviours to move you towards your goal and less of the bad. Okay, tips and tricks for this week. In addition to the reflection technique above, I will now discuss a few more tips and tricks that may help you out. Firstly, pantry magic. This trick will literally make your bad food disappear. Go to your pantry, take out 5 things that you think are bad for you. Chips, chocolate, you know what I mean. Okay, once you have your 5 things, place them in a shopping bag, tie a double knot in it, and now put this bag right at the bottom of the pantry. Make sure it's really well hidden. Resist temptation to open the bag. You'll be amazed at how quickly your cravings will disappear. Magic. Okay, now another tip. Try listening to your body. What about halving your food on your plate and only eating 1/2? Then sit back for a minute or 2 and think about how you are feeling. Are you comfortable or are you still hungry? If you feel full, you have overeaten. For your next meal, include less on your plate until you feel comfortable and not full. Another tip, try substituting your tea and bickies for tea and a couple of cubes of dark chocolate. What about one for eating out? Order an entree-sized meal instead of a main. A healthy breakfast is also a really important way to avoid hunger and overeating throughout the rest of the day. Stick to the Foody Camp meal plan and you will eat a wholesome, healthy breakfast every day. Okay, let's talk about some ways to measure your Foody Camp progress. We believe that if you can measure it, you can manage it. And if you can manage it, you will do it. There are many different methods of measuring weight loss. Some include scales, waist circumference, BMI or body mass index, and how your clothes fit. There's even an app you can download which will take still photographs over weeks and months so that you can play back and see your transformation. There's no right or wrong way to measure your weight loss. The key is to remain consistent with the method that you choose and record the measurements at the same time and day throughout the week. Here we are talking about specific measurements, but more general measurements are how you feel. For example, how are my emotions over the last week? Did I have cravings? These types of things are very difficult to measure. Keeping a diary or talking to your Booty Camp or Foody Camp trainers and fellow Foody Campers about how you felt during the week is a great way to recognize these emotions and learn from others about how they deal with them. Okay, time for some tips for your week 2 meal plan. This week includes a yummy chopped coconut ball recipe, which taste naughty but really aren't. Make your choc balls on the weekend by following the attached recipe. These are a healthier snack alternative to have with your tea or coffee instead of milk chocolate or chocolate bickies. And they are even tastier. Curb your cravings. Make 2 cups of fruit salad on Sunday night or Monday morning for your snacks Monday and Tuesday. For lunch Monday, if you don't have close access to Subway, you can make your own chicken or tuna sandwich at home or grab it at your local sandwich store. For example, something like Healthy Habits. Remember, it's a 6-inch sub, not a foot long. And don't go the mayo and sauce. Soak your yummy Bersha muesli Monday night for breakfast Tuesday and Wednesday. To prep your chicken for the chicken cacciatore recipe, remove the skin from the drumsticks by pulling it back over and slicing it off. Another tip, the longer you simmer this dish, the better it gets. A tip for the family and kids, the Cajun spice on the hoki and the chicken recipe can be spicy. Reduce the amount of spice or remove it altogether. To some questions from fellow foodie campers this week. Lisa asked, what about lactose and gluten-free alternatives for the meal plans? Here at Foodie Camp, we can provide you with gluten-free and vegetarian alternatives for each weekly meal plan on request. So if you require these alternatives, let us know via email. For lactose-free, however, we have left choosing alternatives up to you. Lactose intolerance is very individualised. I find that some people can't tolerate milk, but feel comfortable eating yogurt and cheese. Mel asked, is the meal plans suitable for breastfeeding? Yes, they are. However, it is recommended that breastfeeding mums eat an extra 2,000 kilojoules or 480 calories a day. Usually this is in the form of 3 extra serves of carbohydrates or a couple of extra serves of veggies a day. So adding a couple more snacks throughout your day or serving yourself a little extra during your meal times will help to achieve these higher requirements. Remember to also drink lots of water and always have a glass beside you while you're breastfeeding. Thanks for your questions, girls. Keep them coming. That's me done, girls. Just to recap, we discussed whether you achieved last week's goal and some tips to achieve this week's. We chatted about some ways to measure your foodie camp progress. Remember not to forget your feelings and emotions. Lastly, we talked about the week 2 meal plans and some tips and tricks. Enjoy week 2 of Foodie Camp, girls, and remember, healthy is a lifestyle. It's a way of living, it's a decision, and it's a commitment. Healthy is the new sexy.